I found this amazing hot spring town called Nozawa, tucked away in nature and filled with fresh, clean air. And what makes it really special is that you can walk from one bath to another, each offering a different kind of hot spring experience. Inns like the Nozawa Grand Hotel here also have their own bathing areas and offered a dinner that delights both eyes and the palate, featuring traditional Japanese ingredients along with locally made wines of both white and red. Yum! Nozawa sits in the northern part of Nagano, really close to Niigata Prefecture, but from Tokyo's Ueno Station, it's only about 2.5 hours, so it's not bad at all. Just hop on the Hokuriku Shinkansen, then switch to a bus at Iiyama Station. By the way, Iiyama has a super cool samurai castle site, Iiyama-jo, a former stronghold. I'll cover that in another video, so stay tuned. Nozawa was once known as Yuyama, which literally means hot water mountain. Historical records start mentioning Yuyama around the 13th century, when the area was under the ownership of the Nakano family. In 1240, a warrior called Nakano Yoshinari transferred his residence and the land around it in Yuyama within Shikumi Township to his wife, Nan-myosho. However, in the decades that followed, the estate became the source of family disputes. In 13th and 14th century Japan, key players in inheritance disputes weren't just the usual male heirs. You actually see women and adopted sons stepping into major roles. Here, Myosho and Yoshinari's son Tadayoshi's widow, Ren-a, their daughter Lady Kesa, also known as Shaka, and even adopted sons who didn't carry the Nakano name, like Ichikawa Shigefusa, Shaka's husband. They all fought over the property. I heard that around the late 14th century, villagers here began developing facilities for hot springs. According to the Japanese Historical Place Names Encyclopedia, people desired this area because it was a very attractive part of the township. And honestly, with its amazing hot springs still drawing visitors today, who can blame them? After checking into the Nozawa Grand Hotel, I enjoyed the nice view from the window and some local sweets offered at the room. Then I headed to my favorite area, the bathing space. This hotel offers Gensen Kakenagashi, a hot spring that flows non-stop, straight from its natural source, preserving its superior quality. It's the real deal for hot spring lovers. Now I'm entering the private bath. You can reserve it for 50 minutes for 2,000 yen.
It's nice. It's slightly like brownish or yellowish color. It's salty.
Feeling so relaxed, looking over this hot spring town, Nozawa. This hotel has different open-air bathing areas too. So I'm going to take another bath there. Even on the way to the outside bath, you can enjoy the beautiful scenery through the windows. The facilities are separated for men and women. Whoa, I love the view. Did you notice the water color is different here? This hot spring water is coming from a source called Shinyu. Here, Shin means true, genuine, or authentic. It sounds like it's truly wonderful onsen. It's famous for healing sore muscles and joint pains while warming up you so well.
It's good.
And here in the hot spring town of Nozawa, there are tons of public bathhouses to explore. Plenty of chances to try out different onsen waters. But after soaking in all 3 bathing areas at the Nozawa Grand Hotel, I was starving. So I decided to save the rest of the bathhouse hopping for the next morning. Dinner was served in a shared dining room where you can relax and enjoy colorfully arranged appetizers in a casual, comfortable setting. Many dishes here are fresh and also super local, like salmon from Shinshu, the old name for what we now know as Nagano Prefecture, where Nozawa Hot Spring is located. This vegetable called Nozawana or Nozawa green is very famous. According to a local Buddhist temple called Kenmeiji, transmitted an origin story. Its head monk, Koten Enzi, went to Kyoto for study and brought turnip seeds back to Nozawa Hot Spring village during the mid-18th century. Interestingly, the turnip adapted to the cold climate in Nozawa and grew totally different from the original. The root parts became small while the leaves grew huge. Nozawana is wonderful for its refreshing flavor, subtle bitterness, and crisp, crunchy texture. And with the local food, you're gonna try Shinano wine. It's super aromatic, bursting with juicy grape flavor. It's made from Niagara grapes, native to North America, first planted here in Kikyogahara, Shiojiri City back in 1890, and the winery has been around since 1916. Total local classic.
This is very interesting taste. Juicy, really tastes like grapes, but it's not sweet. It's nicely dry.
Very unique. I like it. The next item is a simmered dish. Ooh, so pretty. In this bowl, a local yam from Iyama City's Sakai district, known as Sakai Imo, here Imo means yam, shows us that sometimes simple really is best. Sakai Imo, grown in moist, fertile, sandy soil, developed a distinctive flavor. Sakai Imo have been farmed in Sakai district since the Edo period. This area, however, was often hit by floods. Local tradition says that a village official, while on a pilgrimage to Ise, searched for flood-resistant vegetables and discovered this type of yam. He brought it back home, began cultivating it, and it has been passed down through generations. So we can still enjoy it today.
Kind of slimy. I love slimy things. So good.
After a nicely grilled river fish, we had sukiyaki with locally raised Shinshu beef. Nagano Prefecture has a long history of high-quality beef production, but for many years, it was sold through middlemen without a regional brand name. In 1962, a local livestock company called Daishin Chikusan Kogyo was founded, which encouraged cattle farmers in Nagano to process their beef locally. Also, an innovative idea took shape, feeding cattle with apples grown in Nagano, one of Japan's top apple-producing prefectures, second only to Aomori. Today, this approach has evolved into the well-known brand apple-fed Wagyu Shinshu beef.
Looks good.
More local dishes followed, including oyaki, a traditional dumpling filled with Nozawa greens. Even the rice was surprisingly delicious. And the dessert? Oh yeah, I loved the pumpkin tart. I was too full to jump back into the hot spring, but the next morning I did. Very early morning.
I woke up 5 a.m. and headed to public bath outside. It's really cold. 3 degrees Celsius. Oh.
Many choices, but I first headed to Oyu. By the way, at Nozawa Onsen, you are not allowed to film inside the public bathhouses. But here, you can see the images provided by the Nozawa Onsen Tourism Association. And trust me, from what I say, you will know just how amazing they were.
It was really good water, like silky green. I was amazed. The oil water, which is usually said that it's good, but not as good as the other ones, still good. I wanna take the calm bath every day.
Oh, there is another public bath.
I'm gonna try. It was emerald green and great ofro. It was good bath again. It was really hot, actually. I'm gonna give money to local people for taking care of bath. Thank you very much.
Oh, is this another bathhouse? No, wait. This sign says laundry hot water. How interesting. I heard that local people wash Nozawa greens here too.
I'm headed to Shinji Mineral Springs. Wow. This looks like cool. Beautiful. Okay, found it. I got lost a little bit, but the nice local person helped me to find the truth water. The true water was absolutely great. It was milky water with black and white onsen flakes. I feel so warm and refreshed. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna go to the fourth public bath, bare hand water. Bare hand water was totally clear, less sulfur smell. It was hot, but it was pretty good.
But more than anything, what truly moved me was seeing how the locals protect the hot springs of Nozawa in the middle of the freezing winter. They are out cleaning early in the morning before it's even light out. I honestly loved staying here in the beautiful village of Nozawa Onsen. This video barely scratches the surface, so you really have to come here yourself to experience how amazing this hot spring town is. Thank you for watching and see you in future episodes.